With the growing concern of the coronavirus, I'm giving you several excellent ways for you to supercharge your immune system and protect yourself during this critical period. What we are continually hearing about in the news is how the average Joe is only suffering mild symptoms from the coronavirus. And the second set of people they talk about are those who are immunocompromised. They're suffering much more severe symptoms, and some are even dying, unfortunately. But there's a third group of people that nobody's talking about, and that's your super average Joe or your super duper Joe. In other words, you can boost your immune system to very high levels, which enables your body to fight disease and viruses at a much higher level or ability. When your immune system is strong, you really shouldn't get sick, or if you do, the symptoms should be very mild. There are some people with weak immune systems, and they catch every flu bug that comes down the road. And there's other people who are exposed to sickness and disease every day and seemingly never get sick. I've worked in the healthcare field for over 20 years working directly with sick patients, and I rarely get sick. So I'm about to show you several easy and free techniques that will help you supercharge your immune system and protect yourself from the coronavirus. The first and arguably most important key or exercise you can do for boosting your immune system is deep breathing, deep abdominal breathing. In 2005, there was a study done that showed that regular practice of deep abdominal breathing exercises could boost your immune cells that combat cancer's progression. The study demonstrated that NK cells, which are natural killer cells, were increased in patients that practiced deep breathing over a 3 to 6 month period. From a Chinese medicine or energetic perspective, deep abdominal breathing massages and stimulates blood flow and energy flow in the lower abdomen. The lower abdomen houses a very important energy center called the lower dantian. So from a basic standing Qigong posture, bring your hands out in front of your lower abdomen or lower dantian, which is just below the navel. Your hands will be rounded, your knees will be slightly bent, and your spine will be straight. And we're just going to breathe. As we inhale, our abdomen will rise and fill, and as we exhale, the abdomen will fall. So this is called natural breathing or dantian breathing. So it'll look like this. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose. Breathe gently, evenly. Don't force the breath. Inhale nice and deep. Feel the abdomen rise. Exhale as the abdomen falls. So as you practice deep abdominal breathing, the benefits are caused from, or part of the benefits are caused from the diaphragm. As you inhale, the lungs expand, the diaphragm pushes down, and that's what makes the abdomen come out. So the diaphragm is a muscle at the base of your lungs, and it literally massages and pumps blood and energy flow into the abdominal region. So that's what creates the added energy effect and circulation effect in your lower abdomen. So you can practice for 5, 10, 15 minutes a day. The next step involves rhythmically tapping the body, which transmits a vibrational wave into the tissues that causes stagnant energy to scatter, drives surface energy deeper, stimulates blood circulation and glandular secretions, and balances energy flow in the meridians. This following exercise for stimulating and balancing the endocrine functions of the thymus gland goes as follows. Begin the thymus tap by using the middle row of knuckles of one hand to rhythmically tap the chest bone from about here to here. The vigorous tapping pattern and vibration stimulates secretions of the thymus gland, which are extremely important for normal immune response and which are often deficient in adults due to shrinkage of this gland. Daily tapping helps restore the size of the thymus gland and activates its secretion of immune factors. The thymus tap also stimulates the heart and helps loosen toxins impacted in the lungs. You can practice this tapping method for 5 to 10 minutes twice a day. The next step in boosting your immune system to protect yourself from the coronavirus is eliminating fear and negative thoughts and emotions. If you think about all the negative effects of the impact of the coronavirus, for example, the crash of the stock market, the shutting down of businesses, and the closing of schools, it's not from the actual virus or the sickness itself, but from the fear surrounding the disease. If the coronavirus doesn't kill you, fear will. Evidence shows that positive thoughts and emotion have a positive impact to our health, and negative emotions damage the immune system and weaken our defenses. In Qigong, there's a beautiful set of breathing exercises called the 6 healing sounds that are excellent for purging negative thoughts and emotions from the body. I'll explain this briefly since I already posted a detailed video recently about the healing sounds, and I'll post a link to that right up in this corner in the description box below. But what we do is simply visualize light flowing into a particular organ and exhale a sound releasing stagnation from that organ, which in Chinese medicine are associated with the emotion of fear. So what we do is we inhale the color dark blue into the kidneys, and then we'll exhale the U sound, which will clear stagnation and help eliminate fear. The color blue helps tonify the kidneys, which connect with the lower dantian. So by strengthening the kidneys, you help strengthen the immune system. So the healing sounds go like this. There's many different ways to practice it, but this is a simple and effective way. So what we're going to do is visualize as we inhale, we're going to bring blue light into the kidneys. So we'll visualize that coming into the kidneys. So you're breathing into your kidneys like they're a second set of lungs. And then as you exhale, you make the sound. Imagine purging any stagnation or emotion out. So again, the kidneys relate to fear. So just stand like so. Inhale into the kidneys. So you can practice the kidney exercise, the kidney sound, for anywhere from 2 minutes to 5 minutes. And you can practice sitting as well. So if you sit, just sit with your feet flat on the floor and your spine straight and breathe comfortably. And otherwise you can stand in what we call the Wuji posture. So your knees are slightly bent, your spine is straight. Notice how my hands were facing the lower dantian. And then as I visualize, you can inhale into the kidneys and then exhale, bringing your hands away. But again, there's several approaches. The next organ that we'll focus on is the lungs. We'll inhale the color white into the lungs to strengthen the lungs, and we'll exhale the S sound as we eliminate stagnation and disease from the lungs. And again, you can keep your hands to your side like so, or you can bring your hands up to the lungs. So inhale white into the lungs. So again, I go into much more detail with the healing sounds in the video. I'll put another link. So it's much more extensive. It goes over all the organs, all the sounds, all the colors. And by simply practicing this set of breathing exercises daily, you can dramatically improve your overall health and boost your immune system greatly. Lastly, I want to quickly mention a few herbal and nutritional supplements that can be very beneficial to boosting immunity. The first is an herbal formula that is very popular in Chinese medicine called Yin Chow. It's the Yin Chow formula. This formula is so effective that its popularity has spread to the West over the past couple of decades. And you can even find this formula at your local health food stores, Whole Foods Market, and sometimes even places like CVS and Rite Aid. And of course you can get it on Amazon as well. Some of the herbs in this formula are honeysuckle flower, forsythia fruit, mint, great burdock, and licorice root. It's very safe and it's very effective, and it should be taken at the first sign of a cold or a flu. And believe it or not, if you take it early enough, it can often stop a cold right in its tracks. There's been several times where personally I've started to feel the onset of a cold, the classic itchy throat, runny nose, and I aggressively took yin chow and the cold went away. And I've had this with several patients as well, this experience. If a cold or flu has already progressed, you can take yin chow and it'll lessen the symptoms. During this period of the coronavirus threat, you can take yin chow for a few weeks to give yourself an immune boost. Again, I'll include links below, and if you want to buy it at my office, I sell it as well. I also recommend elderberry extract, zinc supplements, and high dosages of vitamin C. Eating a lot of fresh fruits and vegetables can give you some of these nutrients and help boost your immune system significantly. And also acupuncture. Acupuncture is excellent for any kind of colds or flu. It helps boost the immune system. What's interesting is I have cancer patients that come to see me, and when they're undergoing chemotherapy, I'll give them acupuncture. And when you have chemotherapy, you always get your white blood cell counts taken before you have chemo, because if your white blood cell counts are too low, they won't do the chemo. So many times I've heard doctors, I've heard patients say that their doctors will tell them, wow, your white blood cell counts didn't drop. They actually boosted, they jumped. So I believe that's from the acupuncture treatments. So yeah, acupuncture is fantastic. Now, if you have any comments or advice that you want to share with other people about other ways to boost your immune system, leave it in the comments section below. We're all trying to help each other time, and I appreciate you watching, and I wish you good health. Thank you very much.